Well, hello world. Jed Hardman coming at you here. Almost want to say live, but by the time you watch this, it's definitely not going to be live. Wanted to show you guys this fourplex that I've been working on for a long time, and kind of give you just a backstory on this place. I bought this place in 2012. A good friend of mine, Justin Puchar, had another good friend of his, Marcel Giles, that had a lady in his ward, his Mormon ward here, that was trying to sell this place. From my understanding, I think that's how the whole story goes. Somebody walked out of closing with 5% down. Because of the balloon payment, she wanted 10% down. I came in here, got it for $370,000 with 10% down. We threw in a lying second that I had to pay for a couple years, but unbelievable story. I mean, it's great to know people in high places and people looking out for you. And I've owned this place for 11 years now. When I bought it, it was probably renting for, I'd say around 24 to 2,600, somewhere right in that neck of the woods. And I'll go through what we've done to it and where it is today. So I'm going to name this place Suwannatanejo. And for some of you people who are like, I don't know what Suwannatanejo is. It is from probably my favorite movie. It should be everybody's favorite movie in my opinion. But from Shawshank Redemption, of course, Stephen King wrote it. It is an unbelievably great movie. And Suwannatanejo is the place in Mexico where Andy Dufresne crawls through a mile of crap, I almost swore there, and comes out clean on the other side. And I feel like I've crawled through a mile of crap for sure. I came out clean on the other side with this place the last month. Give you just a real quick backstory to just the last month and a half on this. July 5th, a guy moved out of here the hard way. He was a little bit crazy. He scared the people upstairs away. So it turned kind of into a bad situation for all of a sudden it was half occupied, and that sucks. So let me flip this camera around. We'll start walking through it, and I'll go through some of the details, and we'll see what Suwannatanejo looked like. And then you're going to see the before video anyway that I did the other day. So let me flip it around. So right here, you can kind of see the other fourplexes here. They look just like it. So the first thing I want you to show you is just like we had this brown stuff paneling in the middle. We still need to do a little bit of the edge of it, but we put this gray stuff in. I got that for almost free, this siding stuff, and paid a guy $200 to install it. So you can't beat that. About a month ago, I painted the stairs here. They look so much better. And we ripped a tree out right here where where these tables are, and when we ripped the tree out, we put in this nice, I guess, bistro set here for people to sit out and drink their coffee in the morning if that's what they choose to do. This is the place that I've kind of copied because this place rents for a lot more than mine, and it's really nice inside. Good people live over here. We've kind of got to know them over the last little while. So here's my Speed Demon car plugged in right now so I can drive home for basically free. Came in here a couple months ago, or about a month ago, ripped up these, put these pavers in, put a picnic table out here. It's got a bago set back here in this box here. And when we advertised a lot of that, I think a lot of people really like that. There's bago, there's going to be horseshoes, there's a picnic table, there's another table clear over on the other side, and then just some nice lawn chairs. People can come back here and imagine the barbecues that will happen. It does have a carport. Some of the parts are still kind of left in here at the siding, but this carport, the front of it right here, is going to be gray as well, and we're going to paint the poles white one of these days. I'm more concerned about just getting people in it for now. Let's go inside. There's your beautiful dumpster, and let's get inside here. So first thing let's kind of show you guys, windows up there, white, black. And the reason that happened was we could not find a window. As you can see, like the sides that are trimmed here, I couldn't find a window that fit this thing, and for a reasonable price without paying a lot of money. So here I've stepped inside. As you can see, it looks so much better in here. When we ripped these windows out, we ripped like the bottom of them right here. It was all ripped apart. So we had to put some trim all the way around the windows. and it made it look so much better too, just doing those small things. One thing you will notice in this place is, let me flip my camera, well, maybe I'll just keep it this way the whole time, is this didn't have any lights in it. So the losers, I want to call them that, those people I can't stand that in 1962 or whatever, when this was built, they didn't put lights in. I guess they thought that the future was lamps. So when you hit this light switch over here, it turned on those, which then you could turn on your lamps. So we had to change all that. We had to drill these in, and it was quite the project with this old building. These are like plaster walls. They're like hard. So it was a ton of work. All of the windows in this unit are new except the bathroom window, which we just couldn't really find one to fit it, and it was fine anyway. I ripped every one of these doors off, took them to my house, and spent my whole summer, instead of playing with my kids and being a good father, I was sanding cabinets and came in every night just full of sand, and God only knows what was getting all over me from this place, because it was extremely nasty and smelled really bad. And even the cabinets smelled like, for the first little bit, like when you'd sand them. It was really gross. So I'll go over just like the appliances I decided to put in here. I found this. I still need to actually push part of this in, but anyway, I found this dishwasher up in the Avenues for about $150. Got this for the range, I think for $320 or $300. This I paid $400 for. And all of this is used off of KSL, just me shopping around. And I bought these for $450 for the pair. They are gas. So it was definitely like, it seemed like you get a better deal with the gas. So if you've got a gas plumbed in, that's something to kind of look for, in my opinion. Here are just your pantry. So these turned out, I thought this place looked really well. I like the brushed nickel, everything we put in here. New lights, of course, throughout. That light right there. It looks really good. This is still kind of dirty and nasty. This place is getting cleaned in the morning. So we just barely redid some of the stuff in it. So this will be cleaned up and looking pretty good. And let me just kind of walk you through the back room here. Back room, nothing too exciting. There's a big hole there we had to cover in. Here's the new windows. Here's the vent. This vent has a very good story behind it. So I was vacuuming out the vent and put the vacuum hose back there, and I pulled out it went roll, and stuck, and I was like, all right, what do we got here? And I pulled out some old porno magazine from the 80s, a girly magazine. So it gave me a good laugh, gave some of the contractors here a good laugh. And I know a bunch of you guys that are watching this are going to ask me for the magazine. It's not available. Just repainted all of these. Got this vanity for $200 from Home Depot. Works really well. This is a small one. I think it's only the 26-incher, 25-incher. It's just a small little one. Kept the same toilet. Washed up the mirror. This bathroom's getting cleaned tomorrow. We just put a hole in where the little soap holder was. They can just use the thing there. Got this light off KSL. That was only, I think, $30. Somebody was selling it. It looks pretty good. And just these other little things here. I carpeted the whole place for $1,100. I thought it was extremely cheap. I left this brown, kind of ugly, but I'm fine with it. I left this brown old tile in here because it still looks good enough. And then I put this newer stuff in right here. So it doesn't match, but that's fine because we already have a renter that is coming in here, and they are renting this place for, I think, $1,625, and it's going from $1,050. I might be wrong on the $1,050. It was either $1,100 or $1,050. Might have been like $1,025. The guy was renting it. He did rent it for 8 years, so it was good that we had him a long time, and he is gone now, and that's good. We got a new place. So anyway, I'm gonna let you guys go. This was Zihuatanejo, and well, here, I'll quickly do the math real quick while we're here. So I put about 12,000 into this, but a lot of labor. This was the most labor intensive one I think remodel I've ever done of mine. I was up here all the time, and it just seemed the place really stunk. It was just needed a lot of work, a lot of TLC. It just wasn't a good place, and I wasn't in a good place doing it. Anyway, it took me a lot of work to do this. Like I've been up here a lot, and my the contractors, everybody I've used, it's just every time you pull down one thing, it seems to create more problems. But it's finally done, and because I'm about 12,500 into it, it's hard because I had a lot of parts in my house that I put into this place. A lot of like the drawers and a lot of stuff I already had just from other remodels I've done. I think 3 of the lights that were put in here I already had, a lot of things like that. So it didn't cost me as much as maybe it really did if I was going to calculate the stuff that I had laying around in my shop. But it's about a 50% ROI, maybe a 40% ROI, depending on how I look at my time. And it really just needed it. It's a place that's needed this for probably 7, 8 years. The guy was here for basically 10 years. It's been a pretty ripped up place for a long time. So anyway, gonna let you guys go. If you like this video, you can like and subscribe. It's gonna go on my YouTube, gonna go on some other of the social media stuff. I don't do almost any social media. I find it like most people that do a lot of it seem to waste their time doing it. And if you sit there and say, hey, that's not true, whatever, that's fine. I just know a lot of people I know that are on social media. They don't use it as a tool to make money. They use it as a tool to watch things. And I try to avoid it. And plus, it's maybe the best way in the world to make your cousin that lives in Mississippi hate you more than normal. So I try to just stay away from the whole thing. But anyway, I'm going to put it on there anyway. Maybe I always call social media Satanism. So maybe I'm playing with Satan tonight. If you like this video, instead of just liking and subscribing, I'd actually like to hear from a lot of people on it. Send me a text. If you like it, Michael Starr. If you hate it, Chad Kroger. If you're in the middle, do Bret Michaels. So again, love, like, do Michael Starr, do Chad Kroger if you hated it, and give me a Bret Michaels if you're just in the middle. I appreciate your time. Have a great night.